Hey everyone, what is going on? It's Animac here from Anime Uproar, and the One Piece Virgin is back, and this is possibly one of the craziest episodes we've ever had. We're covering the last 6 chapters from 1038 to 1043, and some crazy shit just happened. Joy Boy has returned, guys.
Oh
Okay?
my god.
Boy.
Dude, I literally just read that chapter like 2 hours ago and I was just freaking out.
Goosebumps,
You know what?
baby.
You know what else was freakish? I predicted it in my Kaido video, which was I released right before the chapter came out.
Damn. I need to watch that video.
Yeah, it's
I
called
agree.
No One Understands Kaido.
I know, crazy how I stay on brand after all these years, right?
Yes. Good, Nux. Good for you. It's on Nuxanor, not on his main channel, but still good.
True. A lot of people
I'm-
are upset at me for posting it on Nuxin or not on my main channel, but you know what? To them, I say, suck it.
It wouldn't do well on your main channel, so
I mean,
Yeah.
it
don't
might.
do well on Nuxin or either.
Speaking of which, I'm actually working on a video now about everything that just happened and kind of like Luffy's new form and the future and how everything is. What just happened reveals a lot of where I think we're going. So if you're interested in that, it's going to be on the Anime Uproar channel. Hopefully this week. Subscribe over there, and then
I'm
when you get the
interested, Anime.
notification,
I'm
click that
interested.
notification, baby.
Please tell me more.
I can't because it's going to be in the video. So you have to subscribe to Anime Uproar and hit the bell.
I feel cucked.
Yes. Also, we had 3 major battles coming to an end. From least important to most important, we had Big Mom, an emperor falling to Kid and Law. Then
Law
we
and
had
Kid.
Luffy losing to Kaido. And finally, we had Raizo beating the Fukurokuju guy. But that was the biggest one for me.
Of
Let's
course.
go! Not that guy. I can't believe he lost.
Yeah, no, not Fukurokuju.
He was such a good character.
Raizo's a fucking Chad though.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
the
Raizo's
best,
I
just
like
like
Raizo.
Raizo just pulled a "This is fine" meme.
he's the best of the ninjas. And you know, that's
I
saying
agree.
a lot. Because, I mean, it's not saying much.
I was gonna say that's not what you
I was
meant
gonna
at
say. I
all.
don't think that's saying a lot. Like maybe in Naruto that would be saying a lot.
Remember when I said that's saying a lot? I lied. Tricked you. Got him.
How did you guys feel about the Law and Kid versus Big Mom fight?
I thought it was good.
Same.
Oh yeah, it was
That was
crazy.
good.
It was crazy.
I hated seeing people hating on the fight, not gonna lie. People were like, oh my god, but
Yeah, but that's the
Yonko."
thing. I feel like a lot of people in the One Piece fandom, they, really, we have the emperors, the Yonko, and they are really put up high on a pedestal. It's like, how can they possibly be defeated by only two supernovas? But the thing is, A, Big Mom was always the weakest one. B, a lot of cool stuff happened
Wow,
in
are
the fight to
you
explain what
really
happened.
saying that Big Mom was the weakest one, bro? I feel like that the power scalers might have a thing or two to tell you, my friend.
No,
I
let's be
think
real.
Twitter
I don't wanna
might
bring
have a
up the
thing or
power
two to
scalers,
tell you
though.
as well because
Let's be
I mean,
real.
I-
She was.
I don't
just
even
from
want
a-
to mention the
just
power
the way
scalers. I'm
it's
afraid
going.
That, I'm
Okay,
gonna get
listen.
canceled.
Anyway, she is the weakest one of the Yonko. That doesn't mean she's weak, but she is the weakest one. And also, if the plot is gonna move forward, like things like this have to happen. Otherwise, we're gonna have another 1,000 chapters of One Piece. So I'm, for one, glad that it happened the way that it did. And we even had Big Mom saying something important after she is defeated, or right before she's defeated. We can talk about everything in greater detail, but she says that she believes that a part of the One Piece is right here on Wano right now. I thought that was huge.
Wait, repeat that again. She said what about the One Pieces right here
A
on Wano
part
right
of the
now?
One Piece treasure is on Wano right now.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I
don't
used
know.
to assume that Kaido had one of the poneglyphs and Big Mom had one of the poneglyphs, and maybe that's what she was. That's probably
No,
not
she
what.
said part of the One Piece itself, not the directions to the One Piece.
Did-
Maybe because the One Piece is the friends we made along the way.
I mean, yeah. The One Piece was Otama the whole time.
So she
Oh
know.
my god, I would cry. I hate her.
Yeah, isn't she like the most unnecessary character? Like that's
What
the
are you
thing.
talking about? She beat like the whole army.
But the thing with Wano is there are some characters that you don't necessarily need at all, and that's why that's part of the reason why it's such a big arc. And I feel like Otama could have been a non-character.
Murdered. No, I mean non-character. We'll go with that. Yeah. Or murdered.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, Tom
Anyway.
is fine. I think that what her purpose was supposed to be was just to kind of make you feel bad for like the people that are suffering under the tyranny of Kaido.
Yeah, to kind of put a
Um,
face on it. Yeah.
But then she ended up becoming like important, like on a battle standpoint, which I
Yeah,
thought
which
was
was
weird.
weird
Mm-hmm.
because her fruit is just so overpowered for some little kid to have.
And it's kind of there to give them a. It's a very convenient way to even out their numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the numbers were so uneven.
Well,
going
thank
forward.
God she didn't make Kaido eat it.
I know.
How funny would that
No,
be?
no, it was like they just needed to do it in a way that it would only affect the lackeys.
Yeah.
Like it was basically Conqueror's hockey, you know? It was
Yeah.
like it served the same purpose.
It's true.
Yeah. Just to set the stage for all these fights and what's happening. So we have basically flames wreaking havoc throughout Onigashima, and everyone's running for their lives, regardless of which side they're fighting on. We also have Chopper saying that Zoro is kind of screwed because he's about to suffer twice as much pain from his injuries because of that healing medicine he gave
Which
gave
is
him.
the most Zoro thing of all time.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
and he had already been too injured to move, and now that will be like doubled. So, yeah, they're like, is Zoro even gonna survive? And in fact, the Grim Reaper comes for Zoro, but then Zoro's like, nah, bitch, nah.
I mean,
Yeah,
not
what the
today."
fuck was that?
The guy's a Chad, okay? What do you want?
Yeah, that was some classic Oda humor. Like the Grim Reaper's like, I'm coming for you, Zoro. Is like, yeah, well, try it, bro.
Yeah,
Dude.
that was pretty Oda.
Imagine it's like this is him like hallucinating because he's so injured, and he pictures the Grim Reaper coming to kill him, and then he just pulls out his sword, like three sword styles the Grim Reaper.
I
then
kind of,
no one
I kind of
dies
assumed that's what
again.
happened. Yeah, I thought. I
And
kind of
no
assumed
one
that's what
died
happened.
ever again. He killed the Grim Reaper, and that was it.
Yeah, that would be funny. No, but I think it was just a hallucination type deal, and a part of the humor, obviously. We also had Yamato managing to stop the gunpowder from exploding by freezing the bombs. But those frozen bombs will come into play
Yo,
later.
Sorry. Imagine it was Brooks just wearing a costume trying to scare the shit out of Zoro.
Yo!
Oh, that'd be amazing.
All right, so Big Mom versus Lion Kid. Let's talk about this massive, massive fight.
Like I feel like if she went down, I don't think she went down easy, right? Like she was still a force to be reckoned with. She seemed fucking immortal, man. And then even towards the end, with the whole like about to take people's lifespan thing, like I don't know. I thought it was a good fight. And I don't know
Yeah,
why
I
people
did
were
too.
people were like they put these Yonkos on these pedestals, and then the fact that one of them lost, it's like, oh, well that sucks.
I
Like,
know.
I don't know.
1,040 chapters in, one of them lost, bro. No.
So
no.
I also liked I mean maybe I'm just a sucker for like poetry in these fights, but I love the fact that Big Mom was beaten by what's his name's technique, like the silence fruit.
Yes.
Like that was just so like that was like poetic in a way.
Corazon's technique, right?
Yeah, it was like these fighters, they brought their entire past, their entire life led up to this moment. It was a beautiful moment. And I
mean,
thought it was good.
people forget just how overpowered Law's Devil Fruit is, and when you use it in like a conjunction with something else that's powerful, like Kid's Fruit, it was just insane.
So how did that
Yeah.
work in that thing with like he was able to make it so that she like made no sound like Corazon?
Yes,
So
that's-
I'll be honest, I have no idea. Like I'm not gonna make believe I have
So
any.
I believe that in order for her to use that soul pocus thing,
Oh yeah, she
that-
needs to speak.
Yes.
she needs to
So
speak to get
they-
the energy,
they-
life energy. Yeah.
Law's sword made the massive hole. She fell all the way in to the core of the freaking earth, and she could not call a spirit. That said, I have no idea how Law was able to use the Corazon power.
Yeah, no.
I have no idea.
But it
Well,
makes
it was poetic.
He created a special room, special type of room that allowed that.
Yeah. Also, since when did Law's sword?
Well,
Get long.
obviously that's what happened. Okay, no, but Law always had those long. It was like he made
Did he?
a very thin, long room around his sword. That's kind of how I saw it.
Got it. I don't know. I thought it was a cool
Don't say
fight.
got it like I have any idea what happened.
Yeah, no, it's fucking One Piece.
This is One Piece.
Anyway, yeah. So we had a lot of Law and Kid kind of getting knocked down, but they keep getting back up. They refuse to give up. They keep surpassing their limits. They were also doing some bickering about who the real protagonist is between them, which I thought was cool. Um,
Yeah, it was funny.
then there was the whole thing about Law's devil fruit allowing them to cause her internal damage, which was crucial in actually defeating her. So again, it was like emphasized that if it was anyone else other than Law, this would not have gone the same way. But just Law and Kid together, and of course, helped with by other people at certain times, were able to come up with the perfect combination.
Mm-hmm.
And then Big Mom uses that crazy misery attack, which is like a living, crazy woman that's just attacking everyone, and it was insane. But
Nothing as scary as a living crazy woman.
yes, and then Law and Kid use their like super moves, and I loved when Law says, like, he screams out to Big Mom, "Your era has ended."
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
extremely
amazing.
badass. And also exactly what like the theme of the story has been ever since Whitebeard, you know?
Mhm.
Like, so that's great.
Yeah.
No, bro. What do you mean? What do you mean the supernova, the next generation? No. You can't defeat a Yonko, bro.
Yeah, but I think Big Mom was even thinking about that. It's like, why did you have to start this fucking era, Roger?
Yes.
It's
So-
like
so she was-
now I have to deal with all these fucking kids.
Yeah. So before she falls, she's like thinking to herself, like, why did Roger have to kind of reveal the One Piece legend and start the next great age of piracy? Because now, she was threatened by all of these people who took
I
on
don't know.
his
I
call.
think the next great age of piracy is going to be when Crunchyroll decides to adopt more anime.
Funny, but also true.
That's all of comedy, my friend.
Yes.
So wait,
Um,
that like huge ass gun from the sky, that was Kid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kid using his like steampunk power.
Yeah, because as we know, all steampunks make guns come out of the sky.
Guns. Is it like an energy beam? Like, like.
Dude, it's One Piece.
All right.
Why? Like, this is something that really drives me. Wow, I'm going full circle. This is what got the creator of the live-action One Piece film pissed off at me.
Well, I don't care about power scaling. I'm just looking at a fucking black and white like manga. I just don't know what I'm looking at sometimes.
People are saying railgun,
Because that explains it.
which is
Yes, railgun.
well, a
course.
railgun is a electromagnetic force weapon,
course he
which
can
is
do
often
that.
used in steampunk.
Okay,
Thank you for helping. I still don't know
that was
what I'm looking at.
not helpful even a little bit, actually. Now that you mention it,
Bro, listen. The point is
I'm listening,
that
bro. I'm listening, bro.
Kid also used a mechanic bull, so yeah, when you
Yes.
do, if you first you got to use the bull, then you got to use the railgun. That's how it works.
That's just math.
That is just math.
That's just simple math, my friend.
But yeah, Big Mom still tried to do the whole recovering thing, draining the lifespans, all of that stuff. So a bunch of shit happened. Then, as she fell, she grabbed onto one of those frozen bombs and it exploded. And that's why she ended up falling all the way to the ground. And it was pretty crazy. And yeah, like Briggs mentioned, as she was falling, she was thinking that whole thing about Roger. And that's when she says that she thinks that the One Piece, or some of the One Piece, is somewhere in Wano itself.
Which is why the sequel to One Piece is probably going to be called Sun Piece.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm. Also, that is when. So after the battle with Big Mom, which was obviously a big deal, that is when all the crazy Joy Boy shit starts coming into play because Momo hears that Zunesha, or Zunesha, however you want to call it, is here. We also hear that Zunesha was a companion of Joy Boy, which I don't think was confirmed before, was it?
I think it was. Look, someone might correct me. I'm pretty sure we always knew Zunesha was cursed to roam the world eternally, and it was because of some betrayal or something that was done in the Joy Boy era. It's the longest living thing right now.
I don't think we knew
confirmed.
I don't think we knew it was a connection to Joy Boy. I just think we knew he was cursed to walk around, and it was since the Lost Era or whatever.
You're right. It may not have been Joy Boy.
So I think all we knew is that he committed a crime 80 years ago.
Yeah.
And because of that, he was being punished. But the Joy Boy explicit connection was just made by Momo in this part of the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, we had a cover story where Pudding punches out Sanji's brothers for bullying Sanji, so I thought that was great.
Hype.
Yeah, that was a pretty good. I saw that too.
You guys know that I ship Pudding and Sanji.
I do know that.
Yes. Okay, so Zunesha tells Momo that he is here to fight on his side and says that he is awaiting, quote unquote, your orders. Potentially talking to Momo or potentially talking to someone else who can hear him at that time. Momo then says that reading Odin's journal made him realize that he must not die because there's some purpose he must play. But he says that the most important page was torn out, the one about Laugh Tale and the One Piece. Why would Odin tear out that part if he wanted?
Because it was so funny that he didn't want to spoil
Someone to read.
what made them laugh.
Yeah,
Dude,
why didn't he
he's not gonna
spoil the
it.
One
He's not gonna
Piece?
spoil a joke. You know, you don't tell the people the punchline to a good joke.
Exactly. That's the only reason I could think of.
I think that's just Oda fucking with us, is what I think.
Wait, you think that's like Oda's really telling a story? This is just part of a narrative that Oda's been crafting?
Yeah.
Oh my god. No way. I do like Oda, by the way. I know it's a bit of a controversial take, but I think he's
Hot
pretty
take. Hot take.
Yeah, hot take Oda's pretty great.
Dude,
Pretty great.
I
mean,
saw you reply to Anime Balls Deep on Twitter today, or the other, whatever it was. And his hot take was that One Punch Man is better than My Hero Academia. Oh,
that was his hot take.
that's so funny.
I don't really go on Twitter these days. I've been
As should
staying
no
off
one.
Twitter, as should no one, because you know I'm a man of culture that can control my carnal urges. So I've just staying off Twitter. I just open it every once in a while, see what's going on, and that was just on my feed, and I was just like, wow, this is the least hot take I've ever seen in my entire life.
Well, that's because you have good taste. I'm sure there's a lot of people that there's like My Hero Academia fanboys that are gonna freak out when they see that. But One Punch Man is just so much. No, One Punch Man is just so much better.
They're not in the same league.
Nope.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, those hot takes like anime is cool or anime is good.
All right.
Hot
So we
take,
have
rich people have a lot of money.
we have CP0 apparently have orders from like the 5 elders to like kill Luffy and the Straw
Yeah,
Hats
so before
now.
that, just quickly before that, we had Hiyori using the Sea Prism Stone to stop Orochi from transforming with his Devil Fruit, and then she collapsed a bunch of rubble on him, and she reveals her true identity to him. So we had that a little bit, so just so we don't forget later.
That was cool.
But we didn't see what happens after that, so now we can go to the CP0 stuff.
Unfortunately, I care about Orochi less than I care about the hemorrhoids on my neighbor.
I know, but you don't want that one guy in chat to be like, you didn't talk about Hiyori.
I also don't care enough about that one guy in chat.
Well,
Another issue.
yeah, true. So yeah, so Briggs is right. The CP0 leader guy, whose name I don't think we know. He's just like this guy who wears a mask and a bowler hat.
We call him Edgy Cyclops.
He receives a communication from, I guess, someone else in CP0 saying the 5 elders, the Gorosei, have issued an edict: eliminate Straw Hat Luffy at once. He must not defeat Kaido.
Ah.
But yeah, it's like, why is Luffy in particular so important? We already know that the world government is watching what's happening in the fight. They already got, the Navy on standby. But why Luffy in particular?
Oh,
And that's when I saw all
Ace.
these theories.
Ace, don't hurt me, Ace.
No, it was a hot chapter, Briggs. It's okay.
Yeah.
I saw some theories about that this is why Shanks showed up in.
Yeah, you heard some theories? You mean you watched my video?
No, I watched theories, bro. Like, I don't remember where, but the point was Shanks. You know when he showed up during the reverie,
Yes.
Yeah.
and people were saying that he actually told the Gorosei that Luffy is dangerous and must be destroyed.
Yeah. Oh.
I feel like
That's not the
that
theory I
theory
mentioned.
sucks.
That theory sucks.
Yeah, but it's interesting.
Yeah, but it's not good.
I don't
Even
know.
if it's true, it's not good.
Shanks being a bad guy would be fascinating.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be fun.
It wouldn't make sense. He did sacrifice his freaking arm for Luffy, but it would be fascinating if.
Nah, that makes him lighter, bro. Didn't you watch Naruto?
No, I read the manga though.
It's like, I am the 4th Raikage. You see, now that I've lost my arm, I am much lighter, so I can move faster. My arm was only a weakness to me. Can't believe you're such a fake fan, bro. The war arc was so good, as a wise man once said. Remember the guy
Someone
that
in
said
chat
that?
said Shanks was talking about Blackbeard. Yeah, bro, I don't think he needed to tell the Gorosei that Blackbeard was dangerous. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
I would
they
argue that the Blackbeard, the Gorosei probably never even heard of Blackbeard.
No,
No,
so I
never.
think Draco is thinking about a different time that Shanks talked to the elders. So that at Reverie, like Blackbeard's already a fucking like Yonko by then, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a menace. He's someone that was not liked by the masses.
But the point is, clearly, okay, maybe Shanks had nothing to do with it, but clearly the Gorosei are not only fully aware of Luffy, they think he's such a threat that he himself personally must be killed at once.
See-
Like, that is a huge deal.
Like,
I mean, did you see my theory? Did you not
No.
watch my video?
Which
This is so
video,
sad.
Knox? Which
No,
video?
no one understands Kaido.
I guess I'll have to now. No, I didn't.
maybe if it was on your main channel.
Maybe if it was on your main channel.
Yeah. I can't even argue with that one.
One other thing we have to...
I only read the
we have this
chapters
whole-
today, so I haven't had a chance.
We have this whole CP0 thing, but then we also had, after the Big Mom fight, Kid and Law basically have nothing left. Like, they're done. So, if Kaido beats Luffy, they will not have any strength to fight
Which
Kaido.
is
so-
why when they heard that Kaido beat Luffy, they were like, "Come on, man! All this
Yeah.
for nothing."
Yeah, because it's kind of made clear that they have nothing left in the tank.
He was like, you needed to do one thing, bro. We left you one job."
Although I kind of like the fact that like that CP0 was the one that like distracted in that moment. Because if they like in order, so go ahead.
Okay. I mentioned the reason why I mentioned the the CP0 distracting him was just like what happened to Odin when he fought Odin.
yeah,
Because when he fought Odin, he didn't really win either because what's it called? They had Odin's son Momonosuke hostage, and it took his attention away as well.
Mhm.
And that's how he ended up winning. So the fight was stolen, just like the fight against Odin was stolen, and it's flashbacks to that. And as for the reason why they want him to die, which is the theory that I said in my thingo, it was because I think Kaido's a martyr that's out here trying to create the next Joy Boy through his death. That's my theory.
but why would he need to die for Joy Boy to be created?
Because whoever beats the strongest man, whoever beats the strongest creature, that is somebody that the world will fear. No?
Yes, but...
And
I
he
get it.
wants to create this era through his death.
But
Just
can't
like
you-
Odin created an era through his death. Just like
So I agree with
Gold
that.
Roger created an era through his death. Just like Whitebeard did. Kaido's out here looking for the Joy Boy, the man of joy, the
Yeah.
guy. And who, if he actually beats Kaido, he will become the most important person alive. He will become someone truly feared by the world.
Yeah, it's
And the
throw-
government.
It's gonna throw the entire world out of balance. 2
Yes.
Yonkos dying, like the territory and all that. Kaido was supplying weapons and all that, but also it's like if you take down a Yonko, the entire world is gonna be set into motion, right?
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
Big Mom's dead, guys, just to make
Okay,
that
but,
clear.
Well,
whatever,
Big Mom
it's-
didn't die. That's why she's not dead. She just fell into a pit.
Mhm.
And she couldn't talk. She's around. She's around.
Yeah, because it's not like, okay, 2 Yonkos are going to straight up die, I think.
Well, they're going to be taken out of commission. All right?
Yeah.
For lack of
Yeah.
a better term.
And I mean, defeating a Yonko is a huge deal if you don't kill him. So
So
that is something to think about.
the reason why I like the whole CP0 actually like taking out or like distracting Luffy there from behind is because if they set it up in a way that this was kind of like Luffy's like, this is my last attack, right? And I feel like it would have been kind of anticlimactic if Luffy won with that attack or lost with that attack to set up this whole like Joy Boy thing, right?
Yeah. So kind of to set the stage for everything that's happening. So first, Kaido senses that Big Mom was defeated. And then he like thinks back to when they first met as part of the Rocks Pirates. And Kaido was only 15 at the time, which is interesting. And he's kind of like, wow, I can't believe she was defeated after all this time, etc., etc. Then we see Luffy using Gear 4 Snake Man Gum Gum Hydra to attack Kaido. And he says that this is his
He-
last Gear 4 attack. Like he does not, or Gear 4 form. Like he cannot do it again. He won't be able to maintain it for long. He really has to take Kaido out because he knows that if Kaido wins, basically the people of Wano will be slaves. They won't even have clean water to drink. Like they're gonna be suffering. So he says he has to, no matter what, use one final attack to destroy Kaido. But during this fight, Kaido wonders where Luffy's punches are coming from. Something is off about his punches. And then he realizes later that that is not how rubber should be moving. Something is going on where the punches are moving in a way that is not. It's not rubber. The Gomu Gomu no Mi is supposed to have the properties of rubber.
Spoken like a true chapter reviewer, my guy.
Yeah, but could it also have the properties of gum? We'll have to find out.
Dude, that is
I'm something of a gum and rubber
I'm not gonna
scientist
lie.
myself.
that is the best One Piece theory I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Haters gonna hate, but
Well-
that's where it's at.
Speaking of One Piece theories, I think.
So
Enel
what
is gonna-
are? Sorry.
I think
go ahead.
I think Enel is gonna come up with his own cryptocurrency. You know why?
Because it's in the moon.
Because he's already been on the moon, bro. He's already been to the moon,
Wow.
right?
Nice.
I did not
Think
see that
about it.
joke coming. The reason why I guessed it was because of philosophy.
So what
Oh,
are
I
like
know
what are the
that.
chapter reviewers saying? Like he's
Man.
awakened some like because clearly prior to him getting knocked out in this hole, like you see like his body, like something happening with his body. The rubber's clearly changing. In that fight, it's his Kaido said it's not acting as rubber. What are the reviewers saying?
Well,
Well, I mean,
let's-
my guess
let's-
is he's awakening.
Further
like his devil
awakening.
fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Like-
it appears to be an awakening of the fruit because remember, the Gorosei had said that there was a legendary devil fruit
Yeah.
that hadn't awakened for hundreds of years. And they
Mhm.
changed the name of the fruit because they didn't want people to know that this was that legendary fruit.
I can't
Now,
believe
it's
you
very
have the
like-
gall to ask Animac what the chapter reviewers are saying when he is a chapter reviewer.
Well, I
Guys,
don't review One Piece. Gozen does it though. So
When he's the
um,
fake chapter
that is
reviewer.
one thing to think about. But
My
Yeah,
mom
it
brought me
seem-
quesadillas.
it seems that this
Yo,
fruit.
shout out to Briggs's mom.
Mama Briggs. Okay, go
Gotta
ahead.
stay on
Matt.
topic here, guys. So it seems that this fruit, the rubber is just kind of like the beginning,
Animac's just a hater.
but
shout
once
out
it
to Briggs's mom.
awakens, it moves further and further from the properties of rubber. In what ways? We don't know, but from what we've seen so far, after Luffy is knocked down, Kaido proclaims that he's dead. I mean, Kaido does say that Luffy's dead a lot, it seems, but Kaido says
It's his
he's
favorite
dead.
thing. Everyone needs a
Momo's-
hobby.
Momo says he doesn't hear Luffy's voice anymore, so that seems to kind of back up what Kaido is saying. But then we
However-
see Luffy do that D smile, and then we see his hair getting all goopy and shit, kind of like it's melting. And it's like, what's going on? What's going on, bro? Did it turn into gum?
Bungee gum has the properties of both rubber and gum.
Okay.
Yeah, is it turning into bungee gum? Is that what
What
happened?
what is yeah. What are Hisoka's attack names or whatever? What does he call it when he stretches it?
Bungee gum.
Okay. Thought there was more to it.
This is so sad. It was bungee gum, my guy.
I swear he had like an attack name where like he like melts his gum and does something, but I can't remember.
Nah, you're thinking of semen.
Bro, imagine if the Gomu Gomu no Mi ended up being like a semen fruit. Like that would be
Okay. Anime?
that would honestly be so funny because everyone's expecting this like epic thing. It's like, bro, is it fucking golden lava? It's like, no, bro, it's semen.
The creation of life. Beautiful.
Yeah, I
thing.
mean, think about it. Semen is quite powerful.
True. What is this
And
topic?
One
This is
Punch
why we're
Man,
not
One
respected
Punch
by
Man,
the One Piece reviewers, bro.
One Punch Man does, lean into that.
One
The
Punch
power
Man's just-
of semen.
It's just better, my guy. Just better.
Anyway,
that
in
One
terms of what you were saying earlier, Nux, about Kaido, yeah, we definitely got. It was clear that Kaido was not happy that Luffy lost because the CP0 guy intervened and basically pushed Luffy into the attack that Kaido was doing.
Hmm.
And
To be fair, I think Luffy would have lost anyway. But it's not a victory that Kaido felt he earned.
But now
Yeah,
it's like
for sure.
we don't know what would have happened, and it's not like Luffy would have lost and died for sure. So now when he
Yeah,
does come
exactly.
back, I feel like it's better.
And if I recall correctly, what happened with Odin was that clone fruit woman pretended to be Momo in order to distract him because he thought that Momo
Same
was being.
idea though. It was a stolen battle.
Yeah,
Same
exactly.
idea.
Yeah. That's if I recall correctly, that's what happened. But the point was that the battle was won through interference and manipulation, not through true power, which I think upset Kaido clearly.
Dude, I really don't want Luffy to be like this fucking chosen one. Like, he's the reincarnation of Joy Boy, and now that he died, he's coming back with all the powers.
I mean, bro, like, have you read
Well,
Shonen?
I don't think he died, and he's coming back with all the powers per se. He might be near death. And as far as being a reincarnation, at this point it's still up in the air if it's actual reincarnation or if it's his actions and mindset that made him like the vessel
Yeah, that's what needs
to
to
be
be
brought
that's
back.
what needs to be
Like,
clarified. Like, can everyone earn the title of Joy Boy, or is it like, yeah, Luffy specifically was always gonna be Joy Boy? Like, that's something we need to
I think that's a
kind of
big
figure out.
factor to me hating this or loving it.
that's fair. It's fair.
Because, like, there's something motivational about this fucking kid from the East Blue. Like, just, like, despite the odds, going for the biggest title there is, Pirate King. It would just fucking suck if it's just like, yeah, he was born to be Joy Boy.
Although, I mean, he's always been hinted at being special with the whole D and who his
Yeah.
family is and all that stuff, right?
That's true.
So, like, for all you know, everyone with a D in their name, because I've been saying for a long time that the D looks like a smile, like a wide smile, and Joy Boy is known by just the wide smile. I would not be surprised if everyone that has a D in their name has like the potential to be the Joy Boy of this generation.
I think that would be great.
Like, see, I believe that, and Luffy is the one that's showing through actions, through things that through perseverance, and that's why he was the one that was selected to be the Joy Boy. And I've said this for a while because we know that the era is being the lost century is the one that's being sealed by the celestial dragons, right? The government doesn't want people to know what was actually going on, right?
Yes.
And we know that Joy Boy was for some reason around back then. He is the arch enemy, and they said in the Doflamingo area that the D people are the arch enemies of the celestial dragons.
Yes.
So
I think it makes a lot of
it
sense.
does kind of line up.
And we also
only
had-
thing that's flimsy. The only thing that's flimsy is saying that the D is a half smile.
Yeah.
It's like a wide smile.
So the other thing we have to think about is the sun god Nika, who clearly is a symbol of like resistance and freedom and rebellion. And it seems that there's a connection between him and Joy Boy too. It could be the same person, just in in different cultures might remember him differently. But that also kind of speaks to that. And yeah, so we had then, since we're talking about this, let's talk about what happens when Zunisha shows up and he speaks to Momo. He says, "Momonosuke, I can hear it. How long it's been. I hear the drums of liberation. For the first time in 800 years, he is here. Joy Boy has returned."
It's kind of funny because without the actual One Piece community going so crazy, I don't even know like about Joy Boy for years. I feel like he was barely mentioned in the actual story. It's so sick. Oda's a legend. I really do think that One Piece is one of the best pieces of fiction ever written.
Yeah, so the thing about this, what Zunisha says is that clearly Joy Boy has returned. So that is, it's not just like an idea of, Luffy's just like,
Dude, face, bro. You saw the face.
Yeah, so it's not like the idea that Luffy is just kind of representing the ideals of Joy Boy, so he's symbolically Joy Boy. There is something here. Is it a will that is inherited that anyone can inherit? Is it something more than that? Is it a direct reincarnation? That is what we need to find out. But clearly, there's more going on here than just, Joy Boy is an idea, and anyone who wants it enough can become
No,
Joy
obviously he's not an idea. The question is, as I've stated before, is it a chosen one thing? Is it a You know, a bunch of chosen ones like the D people, or is it a reincarnation?
I hope it's like it has something to do with the Will of D. If it's just
Yeah.
like some chosen one reincarnation shit, I have so much faith in Oda that I'm not even worried, Loki.
Yeah.
You see, my guy,
with
this
that-
is what I was saying the whole Wano arc, and everyone was so upset at me. I was saying, look, right now, there's no emotional climax to Wano. Wano's not great. It's not. But I have faith in Oda that it will be great. And people were saying two things. One, you're just a hater. And two, I was getting the, you're a hater and you're not admitting the arc is actually amazing already. And then I was getting the opposite, which was, the arc sucks. Why can't you just admit it? You're just a fanboy. You want this to be better than My Hero Academia. I was getting that weird mix.
You can't like One Piece is all about these moments, right? So like you can't judge it until like you can't judge a whole arc until you've seen it all, you know. I felt like when I was reading what's it called Whole Cake Weekly, I'm like, this kind of fucking sucks. I went back and like read it all. I mean, this arc is amazing.
Yeah, this is gonna be huge, guys. Because think about it.
Okay,
Zunesha just said he's ready to fight. Like, yo, this giant elephant is about to be fighting. Like, shit is like this is massive stuff. So I think we might be seeing like, you know, Blackbeard or Shanks showing up. Like, there's gonna be more after just Kaido in the conclusion to Wano.
I mean, yeah, if it has some connection to One Piece or the One Piece in Wano, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, this is gonna be massive, man. This is gonna be massive. And yeah, honestly, I'm just excited to see what happens next. Why is Luffy's hair? Why does it look like goopy ramen? I don't know.
There are so many questions, especially the goopy ramen thing. That's the biggest question.
Dude, that smile, oh, dude.
Oda has been saying for a long time, those who are goopy and ramenish are the ones to avoid. Remember when Oda said that in the interview?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can say that for anything because I haven't. You know, most people haven't read all the interviews, so it's like, yeah.
Wow. Typical anime, making believe he can have an opinion without watching the interview. Thinking he's so cool. Yeah, but anyway, great couple of chapters of One Piece. It's still the best manga out there.
Yep.
Now that Berserk is incapacitated.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, tragic, but still the best manga. And people that like other things are what they call incorrect. You know how
you can
everyone
like
has the
other
right to an
things
opinion?
though. You can like other things.
Yeah, but they can't like them
Also,
better.
like you can also okay, fine. You can't like them better, eh?
True.
And now we have a 2-week break.
You see, my friend, I am no elitist. I am just a realist.
Hey, listen. If you are, bummed about the fact that there's a break, I will be releasing a video this week on the Anime Upro channel
Honestly,
about all of this. So
if only they would take more breaks. If you release more videos, it would be worth it.
yeah, guys, I'll keep you satiated with that One Piece hype because I am super hyped. Like we've got so much build up, and then now it's clearly building up to something massive, like big. It's not gonna be just Kaido won or Luffy won and we're moving on. No. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be world-shattering stuff. Also, just quickly before we finish, I have to talk about my girl Nami. You guys remember back in the day when I used to
remember when Nami was a character?
moments? Shut up, Nux. Remember when I used to do Nami appreciation moments? Well, we definitely have one here because when Kaido declares that Luffy's been defeated and you're off to surrender and bring me Momo, Nami's actually like, no. She stands up and starts like screaming at Kaido. She stands up to him, and Kaido tries to kill her, but Marco saves her. And I just want to say that, don't forget
I don't know. As a strong, independent woman, I think she could have saved herself.
But listen, Nami used to be like the pragmatic one. It's like, yo, there's a strong opponent. Let's get the fuck out of here. But now she actually risked her own life just to say, it's like, no, Luffy would never lose to you, you dragon bitch.
Okay, I would think that, if anything, that's bad for her character.
No, it's called development. It's called development of character.
It
bro.
shows how much she cares for Luffy, how much she believes in Luffy, which is good. But it would have been cooler if while she said that, fucking lightning bolt from the sky hits Kaido, does barely anything, but something, and then she gets slapped.
Total agree. That would have been sick.
Like, she could still get slapped and
Zeus!
saved by Marco, but you know,
And nothing happens. You know, try it.
whining
Do
like
something.
whining and doing nothing. Like, I don't know.
That's not, yeah. I'm with Briggs. This is why
That-
Robin will always be superior.
I disagree, my man, bro. Any of them, Robin or Frankie or
Robin's
Chopper,
cringe,
like
too.
none of them can do shit to Kaido. So all they can do is symbolically.
Dude,
stuff.
if only Boa Hancock was here to give him a boner and turn him to stone.
It's GG. I love One
Yeah.
Piece, man.
It's just so good.
The One Piece is actually under Boa's dress the whole time.
Like-
And whoever goes to look gets turned to stone.
Yo, that is a pretty funny story. Funny tale.
Bro, Luffy's such a great protagonist.
Dude, I'm so
It's such
like
a good
I'm.
story.
I have faith in Oda, but I'm scared, and like now I'm gonna be reading this weekly again. Whenever like a chapter drops, I have
Oh, yeah,
no
for
patience
sure.
anymore.
For sure. Yeah.
Well, I've been reading it weekly anyway.
No, I
I mean-
usually wait for like 3-4 chapters.
You're gonna be nervous no matter what, because this is a story that's been building up for 25 years. Like, this is just unprecedented. So you're always gonna be nervous. But I think that we're gonna have fun either way. Like, it's hard. The way everything's set up, it's hard to ruin it. Like, it would have to be like
The phrasing
Luffy
I would have
is-
used.
Yeah.
I
It's
feel
not.
like it's easy to ruin anything like this.
While I
It
have
takes
a lot
As
of
a wise
faith,
man once said, it takes a lifetime to build a reputation and a moment to destroy it. And I think that is very true. And but I have faith Oda won't do that.
while I
Unless
have a
it's
lot
trope.
of faith in Oda, in like making a specific arc not suck in the ending, I am still scared for the ending. Like, it's hard.
I'm
It's-
terrified.
It's not gonna be easy to live up to 20 years of expectations.
Yeah, more than 20. Yeah, that is gonna be hard, but we gotta deal with
But
that.
like,
Thank you
I
guys
feel like this.
so
Yeah,
much.
sorry. I feel like this Joy Boy thing has been planned for like so long. Like, he's like slightly drop. Imagine you were reading this without being part of the community. That could have just went over everyone's head. Like, who the like.
There's a community.
Yeah, there is somewhat of a
Like,
community.
how
yeah.
freaked out I was freaked out seeing this, but how freaked out would you have been if you haven't been talking about Joy Boy for years?
I would have been talking about Jobe for years.
Fair
I
enough.
am the community.
Okay, now
I am.
Okay. he's
Cool.
he's gotten into that mode where
Yeah.
he's not
Yeah,
making any
he's done
sense.
that.
He's just parroting stuff but saying it in a different way. Okay, guys, thank you for joining us. This was an amazing few chapters and an amazing episode, if I can say so myself. Nux and Briggs, appreciate you joining me.
I like.
and...
I'm a big fan of Nux and Briggs personally.
Yeah.
So I'm a little biased, but
Okay,
Listen, Brooks.
Nux.
we're the best.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are truly like Chopper
The
and
main
Brook.
characters.
Yeah.
The main characters.
Exactly.
Chopper and Brook. The real duo. That's us. You see, he was gonna say Zoro and Sanji, but we actually like each other. That's the difference.
Yeah.
You two are more like Zoro and Sanji.
Yeah, that's
Nah,
true. That's
I wouldn't
true.
give Animac that much credit. We're like Zoro and the guy that tried to sell him a sword.
Fun fact: Sanji's new flame thing is blue. It was revealed in the
Lame.
colored manga panel.
Wow.
Interesting stuff. Thank you guys in the
Zoro's been
chat.
using blue flames all the way back since. Did you see that?
Hold on. Thank you guys in the chat for joining us, and everyone listening on the podcast platforms and all that type of stuff. Nux, you were saying?
Did you see Sanji's Zoro's flame against the devil guy was blue?
Wasn't it green?
Was it green? I thought it was blue.
I thought Sanji's flame was blue and Zoro's thing was green.
I thought it was blue. And he's been using he used blue flames against what's his face? That guy. The guy, bro.
Yeah, what's his face, man? What's his face?
The samurai ghost guy in the arc with the shadows.
Thriller Bark.
That one.
I don't know, bro.
Ryuma?
I'm colorblind.
Ryuma?
Yeah, that one. That guy.
Yeah, Ryuma, bro. Cool. We're gonna see more blue flames very soon. Thank you guys again, and until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys.
Bang! Should have made the flames black.
Well, there's still like 500 chapters to go, dog.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
All right, thank you guys. This was honestly
I
a lot
think
of fun.
the King fight was a bit underwhelming. Still, not gonna lie.
Sanji fight was better, bro.
It was.
King fight. Oh,
Sanji
okay.
fight was better. I think the King fight was underwhelming. I feel like he had the potential to be a really cool character. Like he was a race that we've never really seen. He was a character
I thought it was
with
fine,
that
man.
obviously had
I
motivation.
thought it was fine. The stuff needs to move on. Like they can't keep going with these fights. Like Wano needs to end at some point.
No, it doesn't.
That really was not the point I was making, even a little, Animec.
No, but like if all the fights are just like as epic as you know Kaido versus Luffy and take as long.
But we got Zoro backstory, but it was about his sword, okay?
Clearly,
Like,
you don't understand Zoro and the thickness
no one
of that
understands
sword.
Well, at least I'm gonna understand Kaido now because I will watch Nux's video in preparation for the video I'm making. So
Yay!
there you go. There you go.
Remember to credit me as the man, the myth, the legend.
Ugh.
Remember to say, I, Animec, known by my friendship with Nux. Okay, don't, you don't have to do this, okay. Yo, Briggs, you want a PvP in Elden Ring?
Sure, I'm going live right now.
All right, I'm gonna take off, guys. But it was a pleasure as always, and
Hell yeah.
I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.
Animec, I
Cheers.
bid you a most wonderful rest of your day, and may blessings shine upon you from the two fingers.